So, Los Angeles Dodgers were the odds-on favorites to win the World Series before the trade deadline. Holy cow! For the trade deadline, and they are certainly the favorites after it. They pick up two relievers and Yu Darvish in the last 5 minutes of the deadline.
Yeah, that was really
what a clutch
hilarious
move.
I loved the Twitter exchanges. Those were hilarious. Verlander posts breaking him still in the clubhouse. Yu Darvish sees that, must be like, oh, that's funny. I'm gonna do the same thing. Post a picture. 10 minutes.
He captions at 10 minutes, doesn't he? Yeah.
10 minutes. In those 10 minutes, out of Texas, and over to LA. So the Dodgers are going all in. You know, they want to. Yeah. They think this is their year to win the World Series.
Are
it
the
seems
Dodgers
like it is.
beatable?
Are they beatable? Yeah, everyone's beatable.
Yeah.
I think everyone's beatable, but
obviously they're beatable and anything can happen.
If someone made me put money on who's going to win the World Series, I would be an idiot not to pick the Dodgers. They were the best team in the league, and they just got better.
Yeah, a team that can win 28 of 30, only loses 3 games in the month of July.
And then adds another all-star starting pitcher.
Just got Yu Darvish and 2 relievers. They just got deeper and they got better.
Yeah.
And maybe more importantly, it's a message to the team that this is the year.
Right. This is going to get the mindset kind of rock solid for the rest of the year that like this is our window. Don't miss it.
And we see a lot of teams, trades are more emotional than just getting value out of a player. It's like that boost going forward. And what you talked about, the window closing. The window closes quick.
It does close quick.
In baseball, especially.
It does, yeah.
Closes quick. So it's hard for me to pick someone else at this point. It's hard to. This is a good move for the team's dynamic, and it's a good insurance in case Clayton Kershaw
doesn't come back as quickly as we think he's going to,
or he
doesn't come back in perfect midseason form.
Right, because the last couple of years, Clayton Kershaw in the playoffs has had to be top tier Clayton Kershaw at like every 3 days.
Yeah.
Right, and now he doesn't have to be anymore.
Right, they got a whole lot more help, and it's just it's invaluable, especially for the playoff runs.
Yeah. Darvish hasn't really performed up to his standard this season. Are you worried at all?
No. Yu Darvish is the third pitcher on this team, second pitcher. Yu Darvish isn't the top guy on this team.
Kershaw, Alex Wood hasn't lost yet. Rich Hill, maybe, depending on how he's feeling.
Look, even Yu Darvish at his worst, taking Yu Darvish as a third pitcher on a team, that is A-okay in my book.
And I think he will be more inclined to get it going now that he's on a team where winning
is realistic and happening now.
Yes,
yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Along that note, the Rangers also traded Jonathan Lucroy to the Rockies, so their window is totally closed. Just to show you how quickly things happen, they traded for Lucroy last season.
Yeah, I think they're doing the smart thing. They're going into rebuild.
They got to.
It's the time for them to do it.
Yeah.
And every team that should be going into rebuild mode should be trading players as quickly as they can to start getting into rebuild mode.
Teams that traded for
if
players.
If only they had a better GM.
Include the Yankees. The Yankees were the other big winners of the deadline in terms of what they got. They get Oakland pitcher Sonny Gray, shut up that rotation a little bit, not to mention the Todd Frazier trade from a week or two earlier. A week?
2 weeks?
A week? Wow.
We'll cut the difference. A week and a half ago.
Sure, a week and a half.
Yeah.
At a relatively low price. Neither the Dodgers nor the Yankees had to give up any of their top guys, top prospects. Do the Yanks have a realistic shot at the World Series this year?
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe not winning the World Series, but they can.
Continue.
I don't see them winning a World Series. We already talked about LA.
Yeah.
But in terms of making a World Series, I think they could win a series. It's feasible to me that they win a playoff series against
Yeah.
anyone in the AL.
No, it's certainly feasible.
Yeah.
Most things are.
Especially since,
believable.
especially since, again, you just said it, they got better for no money.
Yeah.
Very, very little bit of, they gave up a minimal amount of resources to get an improvement to their team.
Yeah.
They really kicked ass at the deadline, did a fantastic job. And I just,
Yeah, they the rotation is now Sabathia, Tanaka, Sonny Gray, Luis Severino's an all-star. Jaime Garcia they also just picked up.
Yeah, Sonny Gray is a really good second pitcher. Yeah, like really good.
If
this is a great rotation. And
if
essentially
Masahiro Tanaka can get it going consistently,
right.
He's good when he's on. CC Sabathia is good when he's on.
Sure. You're right.
I think he's good. We saw him against the Tigers a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
He shut them down.
I mean, but that's not really an impressive feat.
No, it's not. But look, the Yankees have a shot. I will acknowledge that Gray addresses their biggest weakness going into the deadline, which was the pitching. But this team is really streaky, and it's hard for me to trust streaky teams. They can go on a really positive streak. They have 5 young all-stars on the team. We saw them do that at the beginning of the year. They jumped out the gate. And they can also go on really bad runs.
Lose like 5, 6 in a row.
Yeah.
So, it's really just going to come down to coin toss, I guess, when we get into the playoffs. Are they going to be hot? Are they going to be not? And are they going to be hot when they need to win the series in a row, 4 games in a row, or
as
4 games out of 7.
And potentially great as they could be, it's hard to trust a streaky young team like that.
Yeah,
to make it. This is a big time statement to the rest of the American League, though, and the Yankees certainly think they're legitimate contenders.
Well, I mean, the Yankees always think they're legitimate contenders.
They're not settling for a wild card appearance in the
Yankees are the Yankees. The Yankees are the blue blood of baseball. They're the cream de creme.
Maybe this like belief starts to get them going. I mean, if you look at Dallas Keuchel, the Astros ace, has been talking about his frustration with Houston not doing anything. Right, so we have evidence that it.
Yeah, and much like you said about the Dodgers team. Players on the team like to see when management brings in players to improve their team for the short term, right now. We want to win right now, and that's what they're doing.
It shows
so
belief.
Obviously, it's going to improve team morale, team mentality.
Yes, maybe
and that can go a very long way. So, we'll see what happens with.
They're not settling for a wild card appearance. It's a big time statement.
Yeah.
Probably the best part of this deal is that they have. This isn't a rental. They have Gray for I think 2 more years. After this one, I'd have to check on that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Again. Yeah, they have.
Let your already emerging young stars get a little bit better. Yeah. Maybe this year isn't their year, but 2 years down the line, maybe even next year.
Maybe next year. Depending on how players progress
and such.